Hey YouTube, hey Bold and the Beautiful fans, will Hope and Carter's plan work? All they need is Steffy and Ridge's signatures. So will Steffy and Ridge sign those papers? Let's get into it. So we saw today Carter and Hope talking about their ambitious plan to change the power structure at Forrester Creations. Carter and Hope have a plan to take over the company, or at least change who's in charge. And Ridge and Steffy put it right in Carter and Hope's hands with those LLC papers. So Carter realized he could sign his name as the manager of the LLC, and that would put Carter in charge. And this could be a way to undercut Steffy and Ridge's power. Steffy and Ridge just fired Hope, and Carter wants to undo that and a lot more. Carter has a vision for the company to expand and grow, and Carter told Hope Forrester won't survive long term if they don't do something. Carter says the company is becoming dysfunctional too because of Steffy's feud with the Logans. And Carter pointed out Steffy even tried to stop Brooke from being part of the executive team. So Carter definitely thinks that Steffy is making things personal. And if this plan works, this would be a way for Carter and Hope to remove Steffy from power. Carter tells Hope this paper would give him, Carter, full control. But he also tells Hope we need to be realistic about what it means. We're talking about taking over Forrester Creations, starting a revolution, setting off a firestorm, or a renaissance, said Hope. And if this happens, this would definitely be a huge corporate shakeup since Steffy and Ridge have been in power for so long. Hope now has been fired over a misunderstanding, and Steffy wants to get that press release out right away that Hope is moving on, but Eric and Katie want to pump the brakes on that, and they don't want to release that press release just yet. And Ridge is looking for answers. We saw Ridge today ask Finn about what happened. Finn says there's no excuse for what Hope did, but Ridge says he's trying to find an explanation and asks Finn if he's sure that Hope was really coming on to him. After all, Hope is saying this was all an accident, and Ridge wants to avoid a scandal. Ridge says this is big and can change the company forever. Little does Ridge know, though, that the company could be changed in a big way if Hope and Carter's plan to take over the company, if this all works out for them. As manager of the new LLC, Carter would have full control. And he tells Hope he can keep Steffy from using her position to punish Hope. Carter tells Hope she's been undervalued at Forrester, and Hope tells Carter so has he, and that this needs to change and that this LLC, this takeover plan, could be the answer. Hope tells Carter he'll be in charge of Forrester Creations and she'll be standing there right by his side. Let's do it. Let's do it today, says Hope. There's just one thing to do. And that's, of course, they need to get Ridge and Steffy to sign those papers. They need Ridge and Steffy's signatures. So this looks imminent. Of course, we might have to wait until the end of the week to see a scene if Ridge and Steffy are going to sign those papers, maybe a cliffhanger. But it looks like Carter and Hope will want to get Ridge and Steffy to sign those papers right away. So what happens next? Well, we know Brooke is going to find out about Hope and Carter's plan. But it looks like Brooke will keep quiet. And there's always the possibility that Hope and Carter's plan doesn't work, that Ridge and Steffy don't sign, but why bother with the story in the first place if it's going to fail? The momentum seems to be building up for Hope and Carter taking over, so we'll see exactly if that happens and how everything plays out. And let's say this plan does work. How will it play out? It looks like Carter would reinstate Hope back at Forrester Creations and bring Hope for the Future, Hope's fashion line, back as well, okay, and basically reverse everything that Steffy wants to do. It also looks like Carter would keep Ridge on board, but could possibly fire Steffy. Or maybe Steffy would even step down. It would also be sweet revenge for Hope if she, Hope, is the one to tell Steffy that she's fired. Steffy and Ridge and Eric too would all be blindsided if this takeover plan works. So imagine all the juicy drama that would unfold. The big question is, will Steffy and Ridge sign those papers? Is this actually going to happen? It's easy to imagine a scene where the anticipation builds and Ridge and Steffi are presented with the papers. Do they sign or not? How will this all happen? How will it all unfold? Maybe Ridge signs, but Steffi becomes suspicious and wants to look over the papers, and she doesn't sign. We'll have to see. But stay tuned as the anticipation builds up. Some shockers and shakeups seem to be on the way, so stay tuned. We'll keep updates coming on this story and more, so keep it here. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Watch The Bold and the Beautiful, CBS Daytime and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.